station, going to mix up some colors for this painting, which is a river scene. There are yellows, there are browns, purples, and the full gamut of colors in this photo, as you can see to your left. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix up. We're going to check out certain patterns, areas, and mix the middle value. And I'm going to turn you here a little bit back here. Okay, there you go. But there are certain areas that have a lot of different color in it, but generally, overall, there's like a middle tone to each one of this area. This darker area, lighter area, next darkest, which is a little bit lighter than this, and then very light, and then a few other areas within the reflections and so on. So let's mix up some of these colors. I have a color wheel here. Hope you can see that. And I have this implement I put together. I just like it. It works good for me. I can put it up by the screen. I must say that you have to have your lighting consistent and well done, even on your against your computer screen. Your palette and so on should be under the same light conditions. Then it'll work. Otherwise it won't. So we're going to start out and use a regular palette knife here, and we're going to mix up this area right here, this lighter yellow. So we're going to take a major yellow, cad yellow here, and it's a fairly large area. It's lighter, so we're going to add, what you want to do is get the fairly large on the, because it's a 16 by 20 canvas, it's larger. So it's also neutralized. So this is, I can just put this up here. Even this one, I can put up this palette knife, I can put up here. And notice, of course, it's way too intense. So what I have to do, okay, what's the opposite on the yellow is ultramarine blue. So I'm going to take some ultramarine blue, hit that. It's sort of a So I'll take a little bit of burnt umber here. A little bit of cerulean. And we're just going to mix this up here. It's a bit more yellowish, so we'll just add the yellow. And we're going to add some of this take a little bit of orange here, a little bit of red to counteract the greenish part of it, which is the, red is the opposite of green. On the color wheel, it's a complement. So we'll pull this together. Okay, now it's a little bit dark, much too dark, so we're going to add a little bit of white to this. Still way too blue in relationship to it, so we'll add a little bit more yellow. And I'm going to use a little bit of Alizarin crimson in here. I'm going to concentrate this pile right here. So let's try a little bit of this. Go lighter. More yellow. A little bit more yellow. Still lighter than that, so. Sap green to this. Okay, now I'm going to use my implement here and put it up against that to see where that is. So it's a titch lighter, a small amount lighter, and excuse me. It's actually pretty close, a lot of it. So it's pretty close to generalized color in there. So we're gonna leave that. That's gonna be our color now for this area that we're gonna be mixed up. Now I'm gonna take the same pile and we're gonna mix up this area right in here, which is in this area. Let's just mix up this green over here. So take a little bit of sap green. A little bit of cerulean blue again. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Oh, that's almost on some of these portions right in here. It's almost right on, and it's the darker of some of the middle tones. So I'm going to leave that good enough. That would be the green for this area and some of this. Possibly also this little bit of green right in here, you'll see. All right, so we're coming along here. There's a little bit of a reddish pile here. Notice that there's some reds in this area, and let's just do that. Let's see what that comes up to. And that's it's a darker color. Let's see how close it is to it. It's almost right on regarding this portion right here and here. So let's leave that. Okay, now let's look at some of this generalized area here. Now I'm tending to want to, just as my artistic expression, to put a little bit, make a little bit of purple into that. So let's go a little bit here, alizarin crimson, and we'll make up a nice purple. We're going to add some whites to it, white to it. Okay, much too light, of course, as you can see. We're gonna redo that then. Add a little bit of Okay, now here's a purple. Yeah, okay, this is purple, but it's leaning a little bit to the red side. That's okay, I don't have a problem, but it's much too more intense. Let's add a little bit of burnt umber to it. Reduce the intensity. Which is yellow. Burnt umber is more of a yellow, low keyed, so it's going to be pulling it down back. So that for that area. So I'm going to add a little bit of cat orange to that too, to pull that back into that area. And I don't want to mix them up too much because I'm an impressionist, so I don't like to do that. And if some of these colors get mixed up in there, it will create some harmony. You have to watch out for mud, of course. Mud is really the wrong paint in the wrong place. Otherwise, it's a wonderful gray in the right place. Okay, so let's try that out. Just get some on there. Okay. We'll put it up against that. Oh, that's pretty good. It's about right on the top side of this tree, but on the bottom it should be a little bit darker, so we'll make up a little bit of that as well on the here. Here we'll add burnt umber and ultramarine blue down there. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have that pretty much done. Let's go on now to maybe this front bank area. Let's see how close this is to that. Well, it's not too far away. So I'm going to take some of this white. I'm going to take some of this away and pull it into this. We've got pretty much the see, we need a little bit more white in here for this one area. Just going, okay, so right in this area, fine. It has a little bit of red in it. We'll add a little bit of orange and bright red, but just leave that right there. That's some of this area and some of these colors in that area right there. It's also a little bit of color within this group and these leaves right in here. Okay, so we've got some darks. The dark area way back there is, I'm going to use just ultramarine blue, burnt umber, and we'll just mix up some of that. This is my palette, by the way. It's titanium white, ultramarine blue, cerulean, sap green, cadmium yellow, cad orange, burnt umber, bright red, or cad red light, whatever you want, alizarin crimson, and ivory black. I hardly ever use ivory black, but I have it there just in case. But I prefer not to use it much. If they have to have some of that real dark that I can't get with ultramarine blue and burnt umber, then I might add a little bit of ivory black. But way back in there, it is pretty dark back there. We'll use this right now, and we'll just place a little bit of ivory black towards the end, outside portion there. Now let's look at this color right here, which is the reflection of these trees. Here, this is wind blowing in this area, and it's reflection of sky in that area. It's actually a reflection of the sky. You see some ripples and so on. That's because it's a little bit of, just a wee bit of breeze there, but mostly the reflection. And so let's pull that together. let's see, we're going to go for these right here. So a little bit of burnt umber, and Cerulean blue. And it's not that dark. I know it's not that dark right away. So, but we'll just put a little bit of white in there, but not much. And we're going to add just a bit of another small amount of burnt umber. And I like to have just a little bit of Alizarin crimson in there to give it some color. I don't want to mix them up too much. I like to have the color go down kind of next to each other in the impressionistic style. And this then, let's see, that's almost right on for right here, as well as up in this area right there. So that's fine for that as well. Let's mix up. Want to mix up some sky? We can mix up some sky right now. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of cerulean and white. Notice the light is coming from this way, since this side of each tree is lighter, and we can tell that this is casting shadow on this portion of this river. So therefore, I want to see a little bit more yellow into my sky on this side and less on this side. It's a little bit darker on this side than this side. It's almost imperceptible, but if you put it on in your paintings, it's gonna bring it from an amateur-like sky to more likely to bring it to a couple steps up towards the professional. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of yellow on this side, so it's not quite green either, before you get to green. Also, look at how it reddens down here in this area right here. It's almost I'm gonna put some red down there for that, and add some more white in this area right here. And we're just going to leave that there right now as almost a flesh color. And let's see, what's another area that we could check? Okay, how about the reflection of the sky? Reflection will always be darker than the sky itself. This is your light source right here, so what's going to be lighter than that? Unless it's a snowy day and it's snow, then your snow will be darker than your sky. And that's almost always, because it's a flat surface, it's reflecting more. Because it's rippling and so on too, it's going to be darker in certain areas, but we'll ignore that right at the moment. Let's go to this light reflection. So I take cerulean, add some white, notice that it's quite dark in relationship to this right here, and it's tending to be a little bit more turquoise. Let's see though what that looks like. Yeah, it's too turquoise. Needs to be lighter. It's not going to be this light though. So add a little bit of white to it, and add a little bit of red to it. Why? Because it's too green. Now, of course, it's really turning something now, right? Overdid it. I overdid it. So let's go back again, and first get the value right. Too purple. And so I want it more bluish. So let's add more cerulean blue to it. Okay. Let's still it's too dark, but it's about the right color. The hue is about right. There, that's pretty close. Be a little bit lighter. So we're almost done pre-mixing paint. I do not mix for every single place as it changes within each larger pattern area. I just mix up the general just to expedite the painting process. I do not like to pre-mix in a lot of ways. I like to mix on the canvas a lot too. So it's kind of a compromise back and forth. So that's it. Okay, so we've got this area covered right in here. We've got the darker blues, right, purples right in here. All these sort of in this area, as well as probably underneath here. This purple here will work here. So it's looking really good. We got the greens and so on right in here. We should come up with another green, and we'll use that. We got to come up with more greener green here. So mix up something there. This is a cad yellow and some blue here, and let's put some out here. Yeah. Okay, so here's that tree way over here, right? And some of these areas, and I kind of like to leave, it progress darker into that area, and so you can see all the different nuances of colors and shades you can get in there. And let's just give this a try and see what that checks out being. Okay, I think we're going to add a little bit of and we're not going to mix it up too well. Put some cad orange in there. Bring down the intensity and pull some reds in there. You'll see some. Okay, so that's it. Now we're ready. We're ready to paint, and the next video will be on that, painting this river scene. So thank you. Come again. Bye. Oh, by the way, thumbs up if you like it. Not, thumbs up anyway. Also, subscribe, okay? Come back again. Next video should be kind of neat. All right, bye.